episode was tough. How did it start?
The what? The banquet?
The banquet.
The fancy place?
Yeah.
That clan is turning into one clan now.
They're now the bad guys.
Like they're using the rules, and just because they're rules doesn't mean the rules are always right. Because now their actions they're just going to turn like when clan, like how Wuhan used to do, like trying to control all the other clans. Like that's. Now where are they going to go?
Who?
Where was she? Company.
They go back to Lotus Gate.
No,
I don't think.
Cheng is
You think Cheng will? I don't think Cheng is gonna.
He's not going to allow them.
No, cause he's already mad. You remember that saying that? Because of what Wei Wuxian did now, everyone's talking like about the clan
making action.
Yeah, they're like saying like even his brother can't say anything, while the brother is the leader in Wei Wuxian. He's just doing whatever he wants. So he is also mad at Wei Wuxian. I don't think.
I feel like that's the reason why he stabbed him. Could be. He's speculating.
Because of the evil thing.
Yeah, I think people talking too much, talking about him. You know, they're talking behind his back saying he can't take action against Wei Wuxian. Can't do anything about it.
Tough. Man, when I saw Wenning, I thought he was dead. But now, how are they going to bring him back? I don't think they'll be able. Because if until when Wei Wuxian was dead and then came, he was still like that. So I don't think they'll be successful. He's back to say, hi guys, I usually don't comment, but I've been watching your reaction since the beginning. And I can honestly say that y'all are seriously the best and most entertaining reactors. Watching with you feels like I'm chilling with my friends. It really brings me incredible joy. Damn, I've been saying that, guys. Thank you so much, Nettie, for your comment. I'm popping by just to mention a particular translation choice in the subtitles of this episode. In the scene where Lanjan asks Wei Ying, who am I to you? And Wei Ying answers, I used to see you as my lifelong bosom friend. Another possible translation would be the word soulmate. Yeah, in fact, this is the word used in the YouTube subtitles. Oh, so it's like, I used to see you as my soulmate. Damn. Wei Ying say that. Okay, of course, Wei Ying telling Lanjan, I used to see you as my soulmate, and him responding, I still am, is incredibly sweet, and unfortunately, as much as we can get past the censorship. Fun facts about this scene in the novel, not really a spoiler since we're never going to see it in the drama. After hitting Bullseye with his arrows, Wei Ying doesn't remove his blindfold and wears it even while playing his flute in the woods. At that time though, someone suddenly comes up to him and kisses him on the lips. Wei Ying, being blindfolded, has no idea who that person is. But of course we know it's Lanjan, who then storms off and starts hitting trees because he's angry at himself for losing control. Seriously, Kent with this man. So yeah, that's how the first kiss goes. Lol. Anyway, thank you so much for the reaction. Take care of yourself. Sending hugs from Europe. Thank you. Wow. So this was the first kissing scene in episode 25. Halfway through.
Yeah, halfway.
Dang, okay. Because I didn't understand when people were writing kissing scene, and I was like, we didn't see that. What happened? So it makes sense now. Then Rai replied, say, yeah, haha. So technically, this is the episode where the first kiss would have happened. And then Nettie said we were robbed. And then Juni Motori said, the lady with the arms of a lumberjack or woodcutter who kissed a blindfolded Wei Wuxian. Ha ha ha, poor Wei Ying. Was that what they wrote in the novel? The lady with the arms of a lumberjack or woodcutter who kissed the blindfolded Wei Wuxian. Poor Wei Ying. Or maybe that's just a comment. Amis for real say, let's not forget that he thought it was a strong, fearful, embarrassed, and never minded Then he asked himself if that was a minded. Then the moment he was walking in that forest and saw an angry Lanjan who was literally slashing trees after what he did. The poor trees. The fact it was Wei Wuxian's first kiss, but he lied about it. I can't. Dang. And then yes, it's good that you mentioned it. It's always prefer the soulmate one. I always prefer the soulmate one. Oh my God, true. I had forgotten about that detail, XD. That what a mess those two were. I swear to God, I really have to reread the books again, even if only to experience the second-hand frustration after the pinning for 200 chapters. Somebody said I was going to write about this. So glad someone did. That's what I was expecting now. Someone mentioning the first kiss.
Everyone was waiting for that one.
Rai said, I laughed when Lenny was like, I know you are going to talk a lot about Wei Wuxian and Lanjan. Because he's right, I feel so cold out slow. Someone already explained how lifelong bosom friend could also be translated as soulmate. So I don't need to explain that one. Haha. But I also loved how Lanjan directly asked Wei Wuxian, who am I to you? Lanjan may not show it as much as he could, but he gets hurt when Wei Wuxian pushes him or tells him to go away. Lanjan is actually a very emotional person on the inside. When it comes to loving Wei Wuxian and his family and stuff, Lanjan constantly restrains his feelings for Wei Wuxian because he does not want it to be troublesome for Wei Wuxian. And also he was raised to be very disciplined. So when Lanjan chooses to show his love, he does it through showing his care, whether it's defending Wei Wuxian, learning the music for him, staying by his side, etc. So when Wei Wuxian reacts to the way he does, Lanjan gets hurt deeply, and so in this episode, Wei Wuxian continues to tell him to stay out of his business and sarcastically says, who am I to you? As if he's nobody to Lanjan. But Lanjan, having gone through so much effort out of pure worry and love for Wei Wuxian's feelings, feel hurt and ask, who am I to you? Very directly in response. It also hurts for Lanjan because Wei Wuxian is very flatty towards him. Brackets, more in the novel, of course, but even somewhat in the show by Lanjan's standards. And then like asking for his headband and constantly touching it through the show is not as light-hearted as Wei Wuxian makes it seem. So Wei Wuxian may be somewhat aware of it, but he doesn't fully realize how Lanjan's brain pauses every time he does something like that. It just makes his heart feel closer to Wei Wuxian even more. In the novel, which is not a spoiler because it's not in the show, Lang Xichen even gets angry with Wei Wuxian on Lang Wangji's behalf because he feels bad for his little brother getting flattered with, teased or pushed away all the time by the guy he likes. But I will say Wei Wuxian doesn't mean to hurt anyone and doesn't realize how Lanjan feels sad about that stuff. And also you guys ask at the end of the episode if Lang Xichen knows Lanjan is talking about Wei Wuxian. And to answer your question, Lang Xichen has been onto Lanjan's feelings for Wei Wuxian since the very beginning. So yes, he knows. There's actually jokes in the fandom saying stuff like Lang Xichen knew they loved each other even before they knew. Or watch out for Jiwoo Jun because he knows everything. Nice. Wang Sheng's Lost Kid. Yes, the comment section of episode 25. The episode where the first kiss was supposed to happen, but censorship said no. But we got the soulmate confession instead, so it's still great. Lanjan wanting to bring back Wei Ying to Cloud Races, being so desperate to want to hide him away just to ensure his safety, and Wei Ying not understanding that he is just sad. When I tell you he is tunnel visioning that man, I'm not joking. We finally get to see Wen Qing and what's going on her side. The consequences of the Wen clan's fall, I'm telling you. But episode 26, 27 though, I hope you guys are okay because I know I'm not. Man, just episode 26 we're not okay, man. Because we found out what they did to Wen Ning. It was very sad. was a sad episode. It was very tough to watch, especially the part where the sister finds a young sibling, a young bro, and start crying for him. It was sad.
Like what Chen Chen was expecting and what he actually saw was very different. Because the way they were saying, then they can't find out. Like they said, like he's staying with rebels and trying to be like, it's just they're just trying to survive out there. Like they're not even concerned about anyone else.
Junction has become aggressive.
You know, when he reached there, the first thing he saw, like, people are living, you know, people are cultivating, not cultivating, like trying to grow, building. People are like living in peace, yeah? And it's just like another clan just doing their own thing.
To survive.
And
He's
was
changing, Junction.
Like,
He's changing.
How?
He's becoming aggressive.
Because it's controlled
Yeah.
by those guys. You know, when you're there and they're telling you that, giving you orders and like,
They're
nice,
feeding
nice,
him
you go
false
and do that.
information.
Yeah. But it's the different case when he got there. Now I wonder what's going to happen in episode 28. Because he'll be in a dilemma. Will he go through with what he wanted to do? Get this amulets, tiger stimulant, amulets. Oh,
Stygian amulet?
Stygian tiger amulet. Will he get it by force and return it there? Because
I don't think he's strong enough to take it from him.
or will he just like go back and I don't know what is he going to say to them?
The Junction's weak, bro. It can literally break boundaries.
Yeah,
anyway.
it broke the
shield.
talisman things and everything, bro.
Bro, the way he just broke that shield like as if it was made of
Another episode
sheet.
where Lanjan standing up for Wei Wuxian.
Yeah.
I never
that
said
was
that.
in
I
the-
didn't
he
hear
never
that.
said that. We didn't hear him say that.
He shed a teardrop, man.
And the other guy, it must be, you know, he said a lot of
What's even
stuff.
his name? I must have really not.
It's not even worth it to remember his
What
name.
is?
That little dimple?
Yeah.
With the hat.
With the two dimples?
It's too boring.
He's a
right now.
snitch.
I think it's that we already seen, like, even Lanjan, I think at that time he discovered like, oh, we are the bad guys. We are turning into the bad guys. If we keep on being with these guys from the Sunshot campaign, every time we come in here talking about what Wei Wuxian is about to do, I think they're slowly like, they'll realize that the bad guys right now.
That's why that girl gave up the right of being part of it.
Yeah, May she's like, if
I
this
can't
is
do
how
this
it's
anymore.
going.
Did she join forces with Lanjan?
No, I don't think so. When they were talking there, maybe it was just like, you know,
Goodbye.
wishing.
Because they're the ones who saved that with the monster in the cave, right?
We don't know what the future holds. We will definitely find out. Vera C said Susha, because we asked what Susha means. And said Susha is someone that was in the Land Clan before. The one that during the Sunshot campaign, when the Wen Clan invaded the Land Clan territory, he told the oldest son of Wen Rohan that the secrets to enter the caves on the hills where Lanjan were hiding, where the lands were hiding. He told them that the secret was to use the land headband. You guys remember, right?
Yeah.
So he was banished from the Land Clan as a punishment for revealing that. Thus he left his hometown and created his own sect. The later info was mentioned in this episode. It's why it is more than awkward and considered an affront for him to be invited to the Jinx clan's place and stand in the same room as Lance, because he did betray them in the past. And Lang Xinchen asked Meng Yao about Meng Yao, that guy Meng Yao, about it, as you saw, but it seems that Meng Yao didn't know the full story, only that Susha left the Lang Clan somewhere in time. Oh yeah, I remember, that's why people were like, what is this guy doing here? Okay, Nettie is back and says, what a great episode, but so damn frustrating as well. Wei Wuxian has pretty much stopped taking crap from the cultivation world, and I'm here for it. Also, Xiao Zhan is so incredibly good at portraying dark or powerful characters with a threatening aura. You know, a little fun fact, when asked which other character he'd want to play, If he wasn't Wei Ying, he said Shu Ya. So yeah, my man's know he'd make a great villain and a hot one. Don't worry, Trish, you're not alone. I always tear up when watching the scene of Wen Qing finding a baby brother in the rain. Wen Ning deserved better. Yeah, that was sad. About Wen Ning not being dead, I was honestly also confused when I watched it because, let's be real, being stabbed in your abdomen with the literal pole and left outside for days in the rain, imagine, in the cold, and nobody surviving that. But I read somewhere that this detail was changed as a result of censorship as well in the book and the animated series, which is much more brutal than the Untamed. So Wen Ning was pretty much dead and Wei Wuxian had to resurrect him. Okay. Also, whenever they play Wuji, I just can't help but get in my feels. On one side, we have Wei Ying choosing to leave behind his whole life, his family, and everyone he cares about, in order to save a group of innocent people. And on the other side, we have Lanzhan, who is standing in front of the biggest moral dilemma because he does not know if he should follow the principles he's been taught his whole life or trust the person he loves. He looks like a lost puppy there. We never seen him so devastated up until now. What a heartbreaking Romeo and Juliet type of moment. Thank you guys, can't wait for the next one. For sure. That one part, bro, the wedding part was really sad. It was really, really sad. And also the other part was iconic, whereby literally where it ended, like when they were, you know, in the rain. Yeah. Rai said, wow, what an episode. I swear watching these episodes in this part of the show is always hard for me for many reasons, which I'm sure you guys will get to experience as well. I feel so bad for Wen Qing and Wen Ning. Wen Qing does everything she ever does for Wen Ning basically, and he's the only close family she really has. And we saw in the early episodes how she constantly saved Wen Wuhan out of fear that harm would come to Wen Ning. He's her baby brother and basically her everything. So hearing and seeing her cry was so sad, and I can imagine how much pain she must have been in. Wen Ning is such a sweet guy and truly was tortured and brutalized just because those gene cultivators were sadists and monsters. What had Wen Ning ever done wrong? We saw in the conversations between Jin Zixun and Wei Wuxian that Wen Ning had stood up for the other members of the Wen clan, and then boom, look at what they did to him. The fact that Jin Zixun isn't even ashamed of his action really shows you what kind of person he is too. Also, I need Jiang Shen to calm down. I understand that Wei Wuxian undermined his authority, but like, so people are dying in capital letters, but Jiang Shen cares a lot about politics and relations, which I will say of course are important, but I hope he can understand the urgency of Wei Wuxian's words. Exactly, bro. He needs to calm down. Every time he's standing up, you know he's going to say like, I will go and teach you, like, bruh, like, I feel like that sanctions campaign is so important for him. Like, is he, like, does he feel like he'll be thrown out of that, like, campaign or what? Because he's now a leader too of his own clan. I was getting, like, frustrated or annoyed by him. Every time he's standing up, and the way he's putting his face, like...
I think it's just because, like, now that he's the leader, like, all the responsibilities on him.
Yeah.
So he represents his clan.
Yeah.
So he needs to, like, uphold what his father left, you know, like that. So I think that's weighing on him more. That's why he's always on Wei Wuxian's case. Like, you need to follow the rules, you need to, like that.
And there's always apologizing on behalf of him. Okay, so Wei Wuxian is also heartbroken over Wen Ning. When he sees him and thinks he's dead, he looked at the pouch he was holding, and I don't know if you remember it, but that was the one Wei Wuxian had given Wen Ning to protect him. So in that moment, Wei Wuxian is especially broken, seeing that Wen Ning was holding it when he went through all of that. Also, oh gosh, Lanzhan, the pain my guy goes through. First of all, I love how he was so quiet as usual, but only spoke up to defend Wei Wuxian's actions, just like this episode. Not just because he loves him, but because Lanjian truly thinks what Wei Wuxian said was true. But geez, my guy Lanjian can't catch a break. Just when he and Wei Wuxian seems to be on good terms, he talks to his brother about wanting to bring him to club recess. All of his worst nightmares appear before him. You can see in Lanjian's eyes when he talks to Wei Wuxian in the rain that he is truly afraid. He's scared, and that's why he tells Wei Wuxian to think again and warns him that he's betraying orthodoxy with no way back. It's not because he thinks Wei Wuxian is wrong. He warns him because he knows this could cost Wei Ying everything and is scared of what will happen to him. He's more worried about Wei Wuxian than himself in every scenario. But it is clear that his heart is on the verge of shattering when he sees Wei Ying on that horse and asks him where he's going, praying for Wang Xiang to not be in divorce era again. Oh, this was some useful info. Guta is back and saying, "Hi guys, I watched Untamed many times and I always get mad at Jiang Chen because he cares more about what people might think about him and his leadership than Wei Wuxian. He doesn't defend him, not even once, when people are talking bad about his brother. And also since he showed feelings for Wen Qin and Wen saved him when his clan was attacked, he should at least try to help. Thank you for another great reaction. Also, I'm curious to know if when you finished Untamed, if you guys are going to continue watching C-dramas. If so, maybe you should watch Hidden Love after to change the genre, and after you could watch Word of Honor or Love Like the Galaxy. Hopefully we keep on with the C-drama. You know, we always say like we watch, we everything is decided by the majority, right? It's like some democracy. So yeah, hopefully. Okay, Jun Hinotori said, "Thank you for another reaction episode. 26 is one of my favorites because of how Wei Ying makes everyone tremble. I also like episode 27 a lot, but 28 is the cutest and most tender. By the way, about my past comments about the lady with the arms of a lumberjack, I wanted to mean that while Wei Ying was fiercely kissed, he couldn't free his hands from the other's person's strain, and he thought that this shy damsel had enormous strength in her hands. So the shy damsel with the strength of a lumberjack was Lanjian. Since the Lands are known for having very strong arms, remember that time when Lanjian was able to lift Wei Ying, Susha and Wenning by himself when they were fighting against the water ghosts. This same Susha who told the secret of how to insert, he was saved by Lanjian. Say like,
You mean that guy with the dimple?
no, the guy who the snitch.
The snitch.
So into the cold cave where Lanjian took refuge with all the rest of the Lance clan. The same Susha who has now founded his new sect and received by Mr. Dimples. I'm already waiting for your reactions. Thank you. You know, I just found out like most of the Untamed fans, they watched, they read the novels and also like watched it. Is it anime they told us? Yeah, the anime, like they did everything like about, they followed up on everything. That's very impressive to me, man. Like fandom that is really loyal like this, like even went to read all the novels. Let me know if you normally don't read novels and books, but this series made you do that. Alright, XX Minisha X says, Wei Wuxian asking about the Wen clan remnants in front of the whole Jin clan was lit. And then Meng Yao with his heart and dimples just keeps steering. For real, he was steering. Not only him, together with all that campaign there, they're all steering stuff, bro. They're like putting fire to his brother.
Yes,
and then Zewu Jun, how can your bestie not know the guy who sold out your clan? What can I say? Amazing episode. But why the cliffhanger right there? Thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, stay tuned to the next one. Peace out. Thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe.